So this Friday, we are going to have some summoning events. Friday the 29th, we're planning to launch several events simultaneously. We're planning to launch a 2x event to summon legendary champions from Sacred Shards. This is actually pretty nice, a 2x on Sacreds. I don't know when the last time was when we had one, but it's actually pretty good. And also, we're planning to launch a 10x event to summon He-Man from Sacred Shards. Please note that the duration of the 10x event will be 1 day shorter than the duration of the 2x event. And that means it's going to end on Sunday, while the 2x event will end on Monday. Okay, so the 2x event will be from Friday till Monday, and the 10x event for He-Man from Friday till Sunday. But to be honest, a 10x event is not doing that much, okay? It sounds like a lot, but it's really not. We have so many legendary champions in the entire game that a 10x doesn't really do anything, okay? It's like still below a 5% chance, to get this champion if you are hitting a legendary champion. And even a 15x, 20x, 25x is not doing that much. You're still in a below 5% chance range, okay? Now, lastly, we're planning to launch the Path of Power event, where you'll have a chance to get He-Man's Perfect Soul and other valuable goodies. You will be able to earn event points by getting artifacts and accessories, so basically a Gear Hunters event, and summoning champions from shards, which is equivalent to a summon rush, okay? You just get a different amount of points. The rewards that you can earn from this event include He-Man's 1-star Perfect and 2 to 5-star Split Souls, and 2 thematic avatar frames. We actually had this path last time we had the He-Man collab, and we're going to take a look at that in a second. But basically, the way this works is you have to have a perfect soul first before you can apply split souls. You maybe know this from, logins, from the daily login champions like Skeletor. It's kind of like the same thing there, right? Or Granite or Lemnisci, right? You have to apply these perfect souls. It's kind of like the filled out stars, and then you can apply those split souls, okay? Otherwise, you can't use those split souls. You need to have a perfect soul first. Now, I wouldn't recommend anybody to open shards to try to get He-Man. That is a really hard gamble, right? If you want to get He-Man, just buy the pass, okay? It's just $40. This is way better than wasting all your sacred shards, in my opinion, okay? It is much cheaper and much better for your account if you just buy this for $40 and don't bother opening sacred shards, to get He-Man. But if you are trying to get the soul, I can understand it. But also there, I would probably start at the 4-star soul, all right? You don't really need the 5-star soul. With the 4-star soul, you get the HP, you get the attack, and you get the crit damage. Obviously, a higher soul is always better, but the gain from it is very small, okay? A 5-star soul. And He-Man is not worth it to invest into to get a 6-star soul. You would rather, invest it into somebody else like Marius or, champions that are actually meta right now, all right? And He-Man is not one of them, unfortunately. And if you want to know what the path might look like, I don't know if they're going to do the exact same thing, but we had the similar thing last time, okay? So you can go on HH Gaming and just check it out there. They have it covered. You were able to get the points in the same way, summoning champions, getting artifacts. And this is what the path looked like, okay? You had some Titan Path points here, I guess. And then you had a key, the avatar frames, which look kind of cool. And we're probably going to get the same thing again. Maybe I will go for the other avatar frame. I think I got the He-Man one last time. So maybe I'll get the avatar frame, and that's about it. But as you can see, if you want to go for the souls, I don't know if they're going to make it different now with the pass. But, if it's the same way, if you want to go for the souls, you have to go for the avatar frame, right? The He-Man frame. And as you can see, the 5-star soul is significantly more expensive, than the 4-star soul. So yeah, I would probably stop at the 4-star soul. Okay, if it's designed like this, I would go for the 4-star soul if you are planning to use He-Man. If not, this is something you can completely ignore and just collect the core hammers if we have some there. Okay, because the value of core hammers is definitely higher and something you should consider going for if you see it in events and tournaments, because with core hammers you can craft swift parry and deflection, and both of those sets are very, very good now. So the point requirements were 39,000 for the 4-star He-Man Soul, which is, you know, a little bit less than 10 Sacred Shards, but obviously you can also get points from energy by farming in dungeons. As you can see here, a small breakdown of how much energy or how many runs you need per stage. So stage 20 is always, you know, the best thing to do for this if you go for energy efficiency. And then you can see it right here. Yeah, 8.7 Sacred Shards for the 4-star He-Man Soul. Yeah, you get like 4,500 for one Sacred Shard for this path, most likely. So yeah, that's what you can expect here, okay? So yeah, if you're asking yourself, is it worth to go for this 2x, 10x? I mean, He-Man is not really meta anymore, okay? He was good back then when he first got released. Now he's kind of like, he fell off. He's not a must-have to compete, but I can understand if you have like nostalgia and you like the character, and I can understand that, and, you know, then I would, you know, understand why you would want to go for it. But even then, it's just better to buy the pass for like 40 bucks instead of opening up all your shards to get He-Man. But yeah, you can also get the soul, right? So maybe you will buy the pass, get the soul, open some shards for the path. But like I said, you can stop at a 4-star soul. You don't really need the 5-star soul or up. And he's also not worth the investment to get a, you know, fully awakened He-Man. And, you know, I'm planning to save all my shards. I'm not planning to participate in this summoning event. Now, for one, I already have He-Man. On the other hand, I also have a soul. The only thing that I didn't get from this path was the avatar frame from Skeletor. Okay, I do have the He-Man avatar frame, but I also have this unique one, okay, that I got from the CC tournament, which I'm very proud of. Okay, it looks amazing. So I'm probably not gonna switch that, right? I'm probably gonna keep that because I'm the only guy in this game with this avatar frame. So it's kind of like pointless, but maybe I want to collect the avatar frame for my collection, and I will probably do so with energy, with like free energy, because we have a, you know, Gear Hunters event in it as well, right? So you can get points for farming dungeons. Maybe we will have other dungeon tournaments as well. But also, I want to remind everybody that, you know, we have the anniversary around the corner, maybe a collab in the next month or the next 2 months. And if you start saving now in advance, you will be prepared for that collab. And, you know, we had fusions like Donnie, which I used a lot in PvE or PvP. And then you are prepared for that, and maybe, you know, some other stuff as well. And this will be much more valuable for your account. That is my plan. This is my recommendation for everybody to consider. Just save your stuff right now. This is definitely not a must-do event or tournament. You don't need He-Man, okay? He's not bringing much more to your account. And if you want him, just buy the pass. That is kind of like my opinion on this, okay? But let me know in the comments below, how do you feel about this path? It feels like kind of a, you know, just rerun of everything. I read some comments that people were saying, hopefully they're going to introduce more characters. I mean, that is a possibility, right? That is a possibility. We already have He-Man in the game and Skeletor. So maybe we will get new characters from the movie. Who knows? Everything is possible. We will see. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, please hit that like button. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you like this video, YouTube's going to think that you like this one as well. Take care and see you in the next one.